It's been nice spending so much time with a kettlebell. Maybe it's even been a little bit addictive. What I mean by that is that when it comes to our training, we need to consider how we pace ourselves, not only over the course of a week or a month, but maybe even over the course of a year or a lifetime. Now, this is important for a couple of reasons, but most importantly, when it comes to health and longevity, which is what I'm training for, I need to be able to do the things that I'm doing for the next 50, maybe 60 years. If I'm not enjoying what I'm doing, if I get injured, if I don't recover well enough from how I exert myself, then I am not working towards my goals. I'm working against my own ambitions. The kettlebell is a fun tool to work with, but we need to consider how we pace ourselves, our trainings, and our rest over time, because you grow stronger when you're resting, specifically while you're sleeping. Sure, you need to eat right. Sure, you need to train right. But if you're not sleeping those 7 to 9 hours a night, and preferably 8 to 9 hours a night, well, your body's not going to have the time to recover and to prepare yourself for what comes next. It's that simple. But it's not only that. It's also the spacing of the different kinds of trainings throughout the week. Sure, you can train every day if you want to, but every day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year is pretty intense. And I've tried different things. I've done 4 weeks on, 1 week off, done 2 days, 1 day rest, 2 days, 1 day rest, 2 day, 1 day rest. And the truth is that this kind of pacing is different for everyone. Why? Because as always, training and fitness is very personal. It's about what works for you as a person, what works for me as a person. And sure, there are 1,000 schedules, maybe even 1,000,000 schedules online that all more or less say the same things. But those are very generic. In the end, when it comes down to your training and what you commit yourself to every day and every week and every month and every year of your life, those are things that you need to learn to decide for yourself, just like I've needed to learn to decide for myself that, for example, Monday training, Tuesday mobility and relaxing, Wednesday training, Thursday mobility and relaxing, Friday training, Saturday mobility and relaxing, Sunday training is maybe a more or less ideal cycle for someone like me. It's not a sprint because we're not sprinting towards the summer vacation or towards the next holiday or towards the next competition that we might want to participate in. We're doing this because we want to live longer, healthier, active, adventurous, self-sufficient lives. And that's worth keeping in mind every time that little voice in the back of your mind nudges you to, come on, you can do a little bit more today. You're not doing enough if you don't train every day. When you hear that voice, just remember that you are in this for the long run, just like I'm in this for the long run. And that means that we don't only need to build the physical capability and strength and conditioning to work out and to do heavier, more difficult things, but we also need to develop the mental resilience and fortitude to be able to tell ourselves, I've done enough and I'm going to move on to do other things. Like I always say, friends, we're good just the way we are. We've got to love ourselves before we can move on. And the only way to get anything done is by showing up and doing the work. So I'll see you in my next video.